One Bobby here. I should have really started this video a little bit earlier, but I'll catch you all up with what I'm doing now. I've just finished mocking up the new revision of the front subframe. So I redesigned it along with the crossbar, and I changed the main support structure. Just got the old one out finally. I thought now was a good time to do it because I actually broke a CV boot anyway, so I was taking most of the hubs off to redo that. So as you can see here, I've now got everything off out of the way, and I'm about to test fit for the first time the new revised or redesigned version. I didn't actually test the first version. The reason why is when I made it, I always knew that there was going to be a very tight clearance issue between the diff cover at the back, which has got like a weird arch on it. So it kept playing in my head, what about if I just redesign it now rather than having to take it off, test fit it, find it doesn't work, put it back together, because I like to try and keep my car moving all the time if I can. But at the moment the CV boots, I've got to figure something out on in over here, maybe from a Galant if I can. So yeah, I'm about to test fit it, so I'll take some pictures along with the progress and just see what's what, and hopefully my new redesign in my head is going to be cleared, because I made a jig to specify from the original subframe that I've got at work where the clearance would have been. So I bolted that up as I was making my new subframe up, so I was working around that clearance area, so I should have plenty of clearance, and I probably can still maneuver it back, but as I said, I'll find that out in a second once I've bolted on. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass getting the other one off. Thought one of the subframe bolts that right at the top were gonna start spinning on me, but luckily it didn't. That would have been a real nightmare. But yeah, another thing I noticed which was weird is I have a 420A Eclipse at work, which I use for a lot of the mock-up for suspension and such. The steering rack on that one I think is a 95. The steering rack is different than the one on my 97. It only has, if I go here, it only has one threaded port, and then it has a low pressure side push on hose, whereas my other one has two threaded sections here. Well, this is a threaded section, but it has a hard line going off of it like it's a high compression line, and it's metal all the way along on both of them at work. So I'm not sure the difference on this one, but I don't know if they redesigned it or not. It's quite interesting if they did that design. I'm wondering if they changed the ratios on it to modernize it during the time as they did facelift versions. They redesigned it all, or it could be the fact that this one, our cars have a cooler and the 428s don't have a cooler. So thinking about it, it could actually be that. Anyway, I'll probably try and do another video. If not, just catch me on DSM Tuners with some pictures of the update. Yeah, building tubular subframe, or building tubular suspension arms for the entire chassis and tubular subframes. My screen name is Eclipse, so it's EC17PSE. Yeah, just catch me going there. Thanks guys.